I know you're gonna dig this.
They'll throw to second for one, and now they got the man trapped at third and tagging out. And second and two, handoff goes to McCaffrey up the middle, finds a little room, lots of room, and he's off to the races.
Welcome to the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. You're listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show with your host, Kate Dix from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with the large heart, and co-host Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida. Also co-hosting Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. These are your hosts, bringing you the ultimate in sports news for the ultimate sports fan. Be sure to download the Try99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now sit back and prepare to get into another episode of the Just Us Sports Talk Show.
What's up, everybody? This is K Dix. Hey, check this out. This is season 7, 406 shows, I think, or 7 shows. It's one of those, 6 or 7. But I've been doing this for a long time, ladies and gentlemen, and I haven't been accurate on the count of how many shows I did because I actually changed the name from The Barbershop to Just Us. And the reason why I did that is because of Breonna Taylor. The story behind Breonna Taylor is the reason why I changed it from The Barbershop to Just Us. Because it's just us. It's simple as that. The logo says everything. Simple as that. If you like the logo, just say you like the logo. Just go to the page, say, hey, I like the logo. I'm trying to get it copywritten. I just ain't had the time to get it done. Copyright. Just haven't had time to get it done, but I will eventually get it to that place where nobody else can use that logo, but myself, and I. But before we go on, give a couple shout outs to some people. Kenny Robb, who used to be on the show, used to do Elephant in the Room, right? He's a little down health wise, but he's coming along, so keep him in your prayers. My friend Preston Williams, who we had the same birthday together, we graduated together. He lost his aunt over the weekend. He'll be in Harrisburg. Hopefully I get a chance to see him. Keep him in prayers. I think that's it, honestly, that I know of. As you guys can see, I didn't get a chance to shave because the show is at 6 now, not at 7. So I didn't get a chance to shave. I didn't get a chance to shave Mister.
Hey, I didn't
Mister
shave
didn't
you.
get a chance. Yeah, Mo's already. He's in that mode. I don't want the facial hairs. I barely want the mustache. You see, it's pepper. If it's gonna be, I want it to be black or gray. One or two. It can't be both. I'm not dealing with Mo.
Women love salt and pepper.
When you get to my age, you kind of don't care one way or another. You just want it to be one color. Simple as
What
that.
does your wife like? That's all that matters. You ain't looking at
it. She like the pepper.
Exactly.
She like the pepper.
Exactly.
So let's get before we get started. We're gonna change some things up on the show. Now we're gonna implement a Black History moment every week by a different host. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about Doris Miller, the Black Navy sailor and World War II hero. Miller was a mess attendant aboard the USS West Virginia during the attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Despite having no formal training on the weapon, he operated an anti-carrier craft machine gun and fired at Japanese aircraft while also helping wounded soldiers. He became the first African American sailor to receive the Navy Cross. In 2020, the Navy announced that the future aircraft carrier C is in Charlie, V is Victor, N is in Nancy, -81 would be named USS Doris Miller, making it the first U.S. U.S. carrier, aircraft carrier named for an African American. But there are actually a bit of controversy about the ship's name right now. Recent reports say that the Navy is considering changing the name of the CVN-81 potential to honor Donald Trump instead. Although the situation is developing, if you're thinking of, no, that's something else. But the reason why I brought this up is because of the reason why I brought that up. Now, everybody got their own political views, but how can you name a ship after somebody that dies going into the military? I just want to know. Somebody need to answer that question for me, because Donald Trump dodged. He's a draft dodger, and now they want to name the ship after him. And I'm gonna say this: I don't care who don't like it or whatever. But if I was a black person thinking about going to Navy, I would think twice now. I would think twice, because if you don't know who I'm talking about, if you watch Pearl Harbor, it was Cuba Gooding Jr. who played that part of the guy that took that, who was shooting the gun. That was his. That's his. He was the mess guy that played that part in that movie, right? But again, I'm saying to myself, you gave up the ultimate sacrifice of your life. You served your country. You fought in a war. The only thing you could do was serve food, right? And the food was so good, them guys never complained. They put a little dash here, a little dash there. It was never bland. It was always good. Then you got out there and shot a weapon at the enemy, and you died in the process of doing that, right? And they wanted to name a ship after you, and now he comes along and wants to name the ship after him. This is disrespect to the armed forces. This is disrespect to the family of Dory Bird Miller. This is a disrespect to the family, and I hope the family get justice. I hope they allow him to get that name on that ship, because in my personal opinion, Donald Trump's name don't need to be on nothing at all but the buildings that he owned, right? Simple as that. He'll probably be the first president that we ever had that got in the White House and made money. More, he gonna leave the White House making more money than he did going in, right? So I'm a little confused with the Navy and how the Navy's handling this, but I think that they need to handle it in the correct way. And they need to keep it Dory Bird Miller ship, warship, or however they call it. They need to make it, keep his name there. I really disagree on how they're handling this situation with him and how they handle the situation with the family. It's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to African Americans. It's a slap in the face to anybody of color that fought in any war for this country. Because we know back in the days that you were using a ditch that you dug out with a person of color or a person of, color, white, black, yellow, green, purple, green, whatever. Only thing mattered was you kept each other alive. And if you've never been there, then you'll never get there. Can you please say happy birthday to my little brother? It's his 6th birthday name, Dixon Mia. Okay, I got you. But the thing about it is, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that this country's going in a way that it don't need to go, right? Everything's high, man. I went to the grocery store to buy some lunch meat, and this is the first time in a long time I looked at the price. I said, "Yo, I just need half a pound." It was crazy. It was crazy. I wish our paychecks was going up as much as everything else is going up. But again, I got off the subject. But I just want to let you know that the U.S. Dory Miller should be the first African. He should be the first African American to have U.S. air carrier named after him, because he gave his ultimate sacrifice. He gave up his life for the country. A country that didn't respect him when he got back home. A country that had him sit in the backseat of a bus, had him move into the backseat of a train. He still had to walk down the street with his head down because he couldn't look at certain people in their eyes. Or certain people, there was other people, like say if there was a Caucasian woman on the street, he had to get off the street and walk in the street, or had to walk on the other sidewalk. But this is a man that gave his life for this country, and now they don't want to give him a ship. Name that to me. I got a problem. I have a real problem with that. And as long as I have a platform, I'm going to talk about it no matter what. It's simple as that. Any comments, Mo or Rich?
Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Screw Trump. Screw Trump.
Rich, you got anything to say? Oh, I got them on me. Doggone, I'm sorry. Rich, you got anything to say? Is that you, Rich, you on? Rich? Oh no, this is oh, it's Curry. Curry, I'm sorry, I thought you was Rich. Curry, you have anything you want to say before we go to baseball?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, great. So let's get down to the nitty gritty as far as baseball is concerned. In the American League, this is why he's so happy right now. He got that New York Yankees jersey on.
Why is that?
The dingy gray. The dingy gray with the faded blue and a little accent of white. Look like it could be pink.
What you talking about?
And in America, I didn't even notice this, so I just looked at this thing. No, I'm looking at the wild card. That's right. I'm looking at the wild card. I'm sorry. Let me go back. In the standings, Tampa Bay Rays are 77 and 53. They're in first place. They're 43 and 23 at home, 34 and 30 on the road. They won one game. There's 3 and 7 in the last 10. They have a 99.9% chance of making the playoffs. New York Yankees are 74 and 56, 3 games out of first place, 33 and 28 at home, 41 and 28 on the road. They won one game, 64 in the last 10, 99.9% chance of making the playoffs. The Red Sox are 71 and 54, 6 games out of first place, 34 and 32 at home, 37 27 on the road. 1-3 in a row, 7-3 in the last 10, have a 98.5% chance of making the playoffs. Toronto and the Orioles are done for. The White Sox and the Central Division are leading that division at 68 and 62, 39 and 26 at home, 29 36 away from home, 1 game, 6-4 in the last 10. Possibility of making it to the playoffs is 73.7% chance of making the playoffs. Which I'm confused. Oh no, I'm not confused. I'm looking at Cleveland Guardians are 65 and 66. They're only 3.5 games out of first place. They won 4 games in a row. They're 6 and 2 in the last 10. 46.2% chance to make the playoffs. Minnesota Twins are 63 and 68, 5.5 games out of first place. They have a 20.4% to make the playoffs. Now the reason why I'm looking at this, but I'm understanding this, that the Cleveland Guardians have a chance to win the division. So that's why they're at 46% chance of making the playoffs. They have to win a division to get in. Out west, the Houston Astros, Texas Rangers are all tied up. Houston Astros have lost 2 in a row. They're 4-6 in the last 10. They have a 46.8 chance of winning the division. Texas Rangers 65-66. They're 36 and 29 at home, 29-37 on the road. 1 game, 5-5 in the last 10. They have a 42.2% chance of making the playoff. Seattle Mariners are disappointing me again this year, but they're only 3 games out of first place. They're 63 and 69, 35 and 30 at home, 27-39 on the road. Lost 1 game, 64 on the last 10. 35.1 chance of making the playoffs. They got to win the division to get in the playoffs. Simple as that. The Angels and Athletics were playing good baseball, and now they're basically just waiting out the season. National League, the Atlanta Braves is holding strong, baby. They're 76 and 55, 43 and 23 at home, 34 and 32 on the road. They got to get better on the road. That 400, 2 games above 400 on the road is not good for them. They can't maintain this lead if they can't win on the road. They won 1 game, 3 and 7 in the last 10. They're 98.6 chance of making the playoffs. Philadelphia Phillies, who is probably the hottest team in Major League Baseball right now, are 73 and 58, 3 games out of first place, 38 and 30 at home, 35 and 28 on the road. Won 9 in a row, 9 and 1 in the last 10. 94.8% chance to make the playoffs. Miami, Washington Nationals are right there. Brewers are 81 and 50 with the best record in the MLB. 45 and 24 at home, 36 and 26 on the road. Lost 1, 7 and 3 in the last 10. Have a 99.9 chance of making the playoffs. Chicago Cubs are 75 and 56. 6 games on first place, 38 and 27 at home, 37 and 29 on the road. Won 1 game, 4 and 6 last 10. One have a 97.8% chance to win the playoff. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati just playing out the season. Los Angeles Dodgers are 80 and 51. 40 and 26 at home, 40 and 20 on the road. 1-6 in a row, 73 in the last 10, 99.9% chance of winning. San Diego Padres are 71 and 60. 9 games out first place, 40 and 26 at home, 31 and 34 on the road. 1-3 in a row, 73 in the last 10, have a 65.7% chance of making a playoff. The Diamondbacks was doing good, but now they're 69-62, 11 games out of first place. 1-1 game, 5-5 in the last 10, have a 31% chance of making the playoffs. San Francisco Giants and Colorado Rockies are just playing the season out. Let me go back. There was somebody on here. Let me see if I can find it. I can't see the name of them, but they said, I want to give a happy birthday wish to a little brother. It's his 6th birthday. His name is Dixon Mayza, Mayaz. Happy birthday, Dixon. You got my last name, which is your first name. I guess that's pretty cool anyway. But anyway, happy birthday to you. Wish you many more. 6 years old. You're just starting to have fun, live your life, man. I got one thing to tell you. I got one thing to tell you. If you're in school, you better get ready for school because it's coming. So you better enjoy school. If you enjoy school, have fun, man. All right, guys.
Hey, Kev.
Yes.
This is Rich. I think you might have got clowned on that one, bro.
On which one?
On that name that they just gave you.
Why? Who's it? Why?
You said it's Mayaz, right?
Mayaz. How you spell it?
Mayor.
Okay, so the name would be Dixon Mayaz.
Dixon Mayaz. Okay. Thank you very much. Mayaz. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, they no. They were playing you.
Oh.
They wanted you to say that on the internet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you very much.
Down. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Dixon Mayaz. Yeah, I got you. And thank you for that. But whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Happy birthday anyway.
Oh God.
Mo real slow right now because he's just getting it. But
No.
okay.
I wasn't paying attention.
See, look, he ain't paying attention. He ain't paying attention.
Hey, I told you the guy was texting.
He ain't paying attention. So right now, let's go with Mo. Talk about them Yankees, man. What you seeing?
Okay.
So last week we were 5.5 out, right? 5.5 out, right? This week we 3 out. So that means we got 2.5 games already back. They were 3 and 7 over the last 10. We were 6 and 4, and we ain't even got hot. We just got Bellinger back on Saturday. We know that we're not getting. Looks like it's standing back for the whole year. That's okay. We already picked up a DH. But Judge started hitting off the tee. Our pitching looks even better. It's gonna be scary, bro. Because we got four at home against the Red Sox. And then we also got the Astros as well. So we win those games.
That's gonna be a good series, though.
Mm-hmm. It is. But if we do what I think we do, I think we can win all 7.
Oh, okay. Y'all got are they all home games?
I don't know about Houston. I know Boston is.
Okay.
We're better on the road than we are at home.
Yeah, the record shows that. So let me ask you a question about Stanton. After the season, do you think the Yankees should keep him around or say get rid of him? Because he's been like MIA since he's been there, right?
Nobody's gonna pay that contract. No matter what. So it's one of those things where we're not gonna get anybody unless we expect prospects for somebody to take that contract. So it makes no sense to try and trade.
Rich, would you take Stanton?
No. What do you do?
The guy jogs the first. They told him to jog the first. Nobody wants that contract.
They told him to jog the first.
Yeah, he doesn't even run the first anymore. He jogs.
Well, I thought you said you said he was out. Is he hurt? I thought he was hurt.
No, I'm saying when he's not hurt. He still jogs the first.
So do you think that was a bad contract for the Yankees?
No, not at all. It's just he got injured. He got injured. I mean, he wasn't hurt as much as he was in Miami. But when he came to New York, he's been hurt all the time. So it's not a bad contract because we didn't pay him the contract. We took over the contract from Miami.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think is the problem that he can't stay healthy?
I think he was probably doing roids. And his body's breaking down. Probably not roids because probably doing human growth hormone. And I ain't trying to say anything about it. Because the man is naturally gifted. But something happens for your body to break down just quickly.
So you think he was on roids?
Not roids, because they test for roids. I don't think they test for a human growth hormone.
Okay. All right. Curry. Atlanta Braves. We get to play. We get ready to come see y'all real soon, if I'm not mistaken. What's your outlook on the Braves right now?
The Braves they hit a lump in the road, which I kind of expected that, because I've been telling you guys for the last 3 months that Braves, I didn't think they had enough pitching to get them through, and they needed another bat. And I don't think they addressed any of that situation during the trade before the trade deadline. So, and I think it's catching up to them now. Those guys are starting to, I think, run out of gas. I don't think they'll miss the playoffs. I think they're going to be in the playoffs. Whether they win the division or not, that's left to be seen. But they still got 7 games left with the Phillies, but they got some tough games. They got the Dodgers coming up. And again, like I said, they got the Phillies 7 games, and they got Tampa Bay Rays. So that's going to be a show and tell for them to find out if they can keep up with the division leaders and play those teams tough. If not, then they'll probably be looking at a wild card spot. But I just don't think that they got enough pitching to get them too far along. They just, and I don't think they got enough bats either.
I'm looking at the schedule right now. They got the Dodgers, Colorado Rockies. That should be a win. San Fran should be a win. Washington should be a win somewhere down there. They play the Phillies at home at Philly 4 games, and they go to Tampa. Ooh. And they go back to Philly. Comes back to Atlanta. Then you got Chicago, Houston, Cincinnati, Miami. So that schedule is kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Rich, about your Red Sox, brother, what's your thoughts on them?
Well, we just coming off a 3-game sweep of Arizona, which we definitely needed to keep pace with the Yankees and the Tampa Bay, the Rays. So, I mean, overall, I think with Roman Anthony coming back, he's on his triple or double A or triple A team right now. So he's on his rehab assignment. So when he comes back, it gives us another bat. We still should have got that pitcher at the deadline, but I think it's all promising to me. Like, as long as Anthony comes back healthy and he's swinging the bat right, as long as we give him the pitching run support, sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, and I'm looking at you guys' schedule right now. You got the Marlins at the Yankees for 4. That's going to be a big series. Tampa at Tampa in September. You got Cleveland. That's a big series, too. You got 3. Oh, you got Chicago at the end. That's going to really matter. Yeah, you got some games that's going to matter to both teams. So you probably get the best out of the best when it comes to that right there. That's yeah. That's that schedule. I think you probably got the worst schedule out of everybody right now. I think your schedule is brutal.
Well,
I didn't look at the Yankees yet, though.
See, I think it plays into how we've been playing this year. if we got the Rays on the road and we got the Yankees on the road, I'm feeling strong at least a split with the Yankees, and we can beat the Rays outright.
Okay. So looking at the Yankees, their schedule, they got Houston coming up. That's at home. That should be a good series because Houston needs a win those games. Then you got Boston. They want to sweep y'all because of what y'all did to them when y'all started that streak. That started that winning streak against them. So they want to get back. Then you go all the way up to California and play the Angels, the Padres. That series gonna mean something. You got Colorado's. You got the Mets ain't gonna mean anything. Twins don't mean anything. Arizona don't mean Tampa. Then you got Tampa. You go on a long. You go away September 13th. You don't get back home until to September the 21st. That's a long time out there out West Coast. But you got Tampa. You got Baltimore. So you end the season with Baltimore. So going into that Baltimore game, you should already know where you should know what you're gonna be looking like in all actuality. The Dodgers. Where the Dodgers at? So looking at the Dodgers. And I watched the Dodgers play. The Dodgers have won 6 in a row. I'm not really impressed of the 6 in a row. The 6 in a row they won. These are teams they should have beat, right? Colorado Rockies 11-5, 76, 64 in 10 innings. The Pittsburgh Pirates 5-4 in 10 innings. Then they won 43 and they won 4-0. So my whole thing is this right here is that watching them play in all those games could have been losses for them because they I don't know if they're going through the motion. Like I said before, I don't know if they're one of the games they're supposed to win, but mostly look like sometimes they're going through the motions. But they hitting the bat's hitting the ball. I mean, yeah, the bat's hitting the ball, so it looks good on them. Now we got Atlanta. Then we go up to Detroit. I hope the weather's good up Detroit. We got St. Louis, Washington, Cincinnati, Miami, Cincinnati again, San Francisco, San Diego, and San Francisco. So their schedule is not that difficult at the end. They don't have no teams other than Atlanta that's probably fighting to get in the playoffs, right? Padres trying to fight there. I mean, San Francisco still got some hope. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 games with San Francisco where they go on the road against San Francisco. So that should be interesting for them to get, for that schedule. But they playing no teams that really have interest in winning anything other than the Braves. They basically all are packing their bags up and moving to South Beach for the summertime to relax the rest of the summer. Anybody else got anything else for baseball that you want to bring up?
No, I want to talk about football.
We're gonna leave football for last because I know you really want to. You just want to. He just want to dig it in, Rich. That's why he wanted to dig it in.
No, that's what his owner wanted to do. He was willing to pay for it.
Oh, yo, so right now NBA looking kind of spicy, man. Curry, I know you're a Heat fan because I hear it in your voice. You may not be a big Heat fan, but I think you're a Heat fan. Klay Thompson's coming to the Miami Heat. How do you think that's going to project them as far as wins, losses? This being the first time he's ever played in the East, as far as basketball is concerned, how do you think he will bring? What do you think he brings to the Miami Heat that they're missing right now?
I think he brings another shooter, and that's what they need as far as playing from the East. I mean, it's not like he's not played on East Division basketball courts. They're all the same. So he just, I think he's going to fit in real well because I mean that's going to be a team to reckon with right there. I'm not going to tell you they're going to win the East, but I can tell you right now they're a lot better with Klay Thompson than they would be without him.
I agree.
I think it could be a pretty good setup right there.
I totally agree with you. Rich, what's your thoughts on Klay Thompson going to the Miami Heat?
I think it's a solid move, but it's not like it doesn't make them a title contender by any means. But I think it's a solid move.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you think there might be something down the line that Pat Riley may be trying to stir up as far as bringing somebody else in there? Because if they look like they're going to be winners, then guys that some free agents might want to come there and play for them, or there might be a trade by the deadline that may bring another shooter or another guy that can come help Giannis out for that team. So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's possible.
Okay.
You know, but I don't know. They're gonna have to give up pieces because Giannis is cooking the books right now.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they were very strategic with the way that they did Klay. But now they can have two veteran minimum guys on the roster as well. So they're gonna probably look at.
What did Klay take to go there? I didn't see how much it was.
5.6 or something like that.
Wow.
So if you think about it, they have two veteran minimums. So they're probably going to play at the start of the year with a couple of 10-day contracts. Unless somebody from the buyout, a veteran wants to come back and play. But then they're going to try and save them for the end of the year when people get bought out, and then they have two minimum contracts available.
Okay. Wow. And I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I don't know what his contract was with the Mavericks, but he's only coming there and getting $5 million. That gives them a lot of wiggle room to bring some other guys in there. And that's, I mean, if you think about it, that makes them. I'm not. To me, I think it's the Sixers, the Knicks, right, in that order.
You think the Sixers are better than the Knicks? I don't think so.
I think no. I'm just saying. I'm not looking. I think from an overall perspective, I think that so let me say this. The only question about Philly I have a question about is them being able to play
together
defense for at least 12 seconds to 14 seconds, maybe to even
together.
18 seconds.
They're going to play together. They ain't never played together.
Well, I mean, neither did KG, Ray Allen and Paul Pierce either.
But they also the difference with them is they were older and they were ready to get
right.
VJ is still trying to get a contract. Jaylen Brown's trying to prove that he can do it without he can do it without Tatum. LeBron trying to catch Jordan. That's why he signed a 2-year deal. So if they don't get the first one done, he gonna be out. Embiid. He don't even know he won't, man.
I'm just saying, I think that offensively they're going to be hard to stop. The question is the defense side of it. I think with the Klay Thompson coming here, taking the money he's taking, that gives them an opportunity to do some things. And then maybe they have to trade some pieces or trade some draft picks to get somebody else in the door. I don't know if that's enough for them to be a better than a 4, 5, 6 seed. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm just gonna say this. Philadelphia don't want to play Indiana. They also don't want to play Boston.
Why not? You talking about the playoffs?
Yeah. Indiana's the hardest, fastest playing team. Philadelphia is trying to slow it down, even though they got Maxey and Edgecombe, because they're going to play LeBron and they're going to play Embiid, and they're going to slow it down. And Jaylen Brown is going to get frustrated by it because he's going to be in the corner. They gonna frustrate the hell out of each other.
I don't know, man. I think they're gonna work. I think it's gonna work out well for them.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, we will. I'm just
think
saying.
that's
August
gonna be
24th,
the-
6:36 p.m. Let me write that down.
Would you say, Rich?
I don't think that's going to be an issue.
This is why Embiid.
Like them getting slowed down.
I think Embiid's at the point of his life right now that he knows if he doesn't win the title right now, that's not going to happen. Now, I sent you guys that article. I sent y'all guys that video of the guys talking about why LeBron went to LA. I mean, why he went to Philly and the Jaylen Brown situation. Some of that I don't believe. Some of I do believe. I think that Philly definitely Philly the Sixers fans are in the same boat as the Knicks fans, right? Everything has to align. I think everything has to align correctly in the sky, in the stars, in the moon, in the universe, in order for them to win a title. That's my personal opinion, and I think that's what happened with the New York Knicks. San Antonio forgot they didn't have a point guard, and it showed in the playoffs, in the championship game. So again, I think Philly gonna be all right. DeRozan goes to the Nuggets. This one had me scratching my head a little bit because I'm like, I don't know where they are as far as the pecking order for the NBA, as far as wins losses, and so I kind of looked it up, right? And so in the West, they got them predicting to win 51 games to be the third seed in the West, right? Joker didn't sign a contract extension, correct? Because he's thinking about leaving there. So I don't know if bringing DeRozan into the mix, how does that help? I'm trying to figure out how that helped them, because that's a short term. Mo, is that a short term solution for Denver, bringing DeRozan in there? You know what I'm saying? Should you think they should have made a trade to bring somebody else in there to show Luka? Show Joker that they
should have re-signed Peyton.
But they traded him.
They traded him.
Right.
Yeah, because he's probably the best young player they had.
So that's I'm just trying to figure out what's the purpose of this move for DeRozan.
They needed a win. And DeRozan is still a scorer in the league.
But do you think that he makes them better? Does he add?
He does.
Does it make them?
He's a bucket.
Do you think that? So right now they're a third seed. And this is before. I don't know if the DeRozan situation is in here or not. Let me just look and see.
You always need buckets off the bench.
It says in Denver, you can never count out a team that features a 3-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. But the Denver Nuggets' biggest move this summer was essentially swapping Peyton Watson for DeMar DeRozan, plus getting some much-needed breathing room above the second apron. So they were above the second apron. They got rid of Peyton. That puts them below the second apron. So was this a money move for them to make and bring DeRozan in? I don't know how much DeRozan getting paid, but it can't be that much that brings them underneath the cap, the second apron, right? So I don't know. I don't know. If you look at the West, they got San Antonio, OKC, Denver, Houston, and Minnesota. I don't know why they got Denver. I don't know why they got Houston there. Because that's the same team they had last year, right? They're a little bit older. And I think that they should have Oklahoma City over San Antonio Spurs, for some fact that San Antonio Spurs don't get a point guard that can settle the team down when they need to be settled down. They're going to be in the same prediction they was in last year, right? So, the DeRozan thing, I'm still scratching my head on that one. The next thing I'm really scratching my head on, and it gave me a ball spot. If you think I'm blind, I'll show you my head when I get done. James Harden gets $97 million for 3 years. Mo, help me understand this one.
I told you they're re-signing him. That's
for $97 million.
Yeah, they told him. That's why he opted out, because he knew he was getting his money.
Well, no, he opted out because they wanted to leave money they want to leave some space for LeBron James if he can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
let
if
me
he
ask you a question. I'm not in his pocket because I want the man to get as much money as he can get. And while you get the $97 million, go ahead and get you 40 acres of some southern dirt, and then get you a mule while you're at it. That's how much I want them to get their money. But $97 million is that's $30 million per year, right?
And your point is?
A little bit over 30 million for 3 years.
And your point is?
Rich, do you think James Harden is on his decline, or do you think that he can still play at a high level in the playoffs?
He's kaput.
Why you say?
I guess, all he's going to do is come in and be in the way come playoff time, especially if he's getting regular minutes during the regular season. He's not going to be able to sustain. He runs out of gas.
What were his stats last year?
It don't matter until the playoffs come around. He was an MIA in the playoffs.
Oh, it does. That's what you get paid for. You're in the NBA. You don't get paid for future. You get paid for past.
I get that, but what I'm saying to you is that I would have never traded for him in the first place, right? Because he's good. He's good at assisting. He's good at giving out assists. You know what I'm saying? He's good at getting through the free throw line. But come playoff time, the guy disappears. In Game 7s, if you get to Game 7, he disappears. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. He probably don't even know why, right? But I'm just saying, if Cleveland made that move, is that. So let me ask you a question. Is that enough? Is it them signing him for 3 years and $97 million? Would that be enough for Donovan Mitchell to say, I'm going to sign a contract extension and stay in Cleveland? Mo? Mo?
No.
That's my point.
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense to me to give him that type of money
Evan Mobley
when you can go out and get.
is.
When you can get, huh? You say?
Donovan Mitchell playing with Evan Mobley is.
Oh, I agree with
James
that.
Harden
But that's
averaged
what I'm saying.
23.6 and 8 assists and 5 rebounds.
But that's my hope. That's my whole point that I'm trying to make is that why give him all that money when you can get 3 or 4 other players and just go and say, yo, can you take less money?
In the league in scoring.
But
he was 4th in assists.
What did he do in the But what did he do in the playoffs when it counted? Wait
a minute. I know we ain't talking about James Harden. When the coach let the Knicks come back on them, being down 20 points in the middle of the third quarter, just like Joe did with our Celtics.
Well, huh?
That wasn't Harden's fault that they came back. The coach should have taken him out the game.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
But I'm talking about Harden was the one that they were targeting.
Right, but why? What happened to him in the playoffs? That's my thing. Remember the one game?
He can't guard nobody.
But okay, but that's my whole point. Is like, okay, you're saying he can't guard nobody.
Isaiah Thomas.
Who did?
He couldn't guard anybody.
No, I ain't gonna give Isaiah no truckload of money. I wouldn't get paid, but he won't get that. He won't get the Brinks truck. No, that wasn't gonna happen. But what I'm saying to you is this right here. If James Harden in the playoff games didn't show up, right? And I get it that the season is where you get your contract, but what about the playoffs? Because he didn't show up in the playoffs at all. He was missing shots. The one game he took the last couple shots, and Donovan Mitchell's just standing there. I'm like, yo, why is Donovan not asking for the basketball? That's my whole thing. I'm just saying, you give him $97 million where you could take that $97 million and you can get 3 or 4 other good players to come along in that team. Now you give him all that money, right? And now you're stuck with that contract, but now you're not, how are you going to improve your team? And to be honest with you, I really, that's the one that kind of scratched my head too. But they got them, they got Cleveland at number 3 for 51. They're going to win. They got them predicting 51 games, 51 and 31, right? And they got the Knicks and Pistons above them. I'm not a believer in the Pistons. I'm sorry. They got to make me a believer. I'm still not believing the Pistons, right? But what I'm saying though is this right here. You give James Harden, and listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that the man ain't worth the money that Allen Robinson announced he's retiring from the NFL. So if you had him in your fantasy football league, you might take him off. I'm not saying the man should get his money. Get all the money you can. Like I said, get your 40 acres and get your meal at the same time you getting all this money. But what I'm saying is that I don't think Cleveland was smart about this because they could have got more players. And I'm gonna give you a prime example. And I think the same thing gonna happen to him that happened to Paul George, because Paul George signed for all that money for Philly, and Philly realized that they made a mistake. And so when they got rid of him, they could bring in other bring in other players less money when they got rid of him. They gave him all that money, and then you sit out for 25 games for PEDs, then you get hurt during the season. And I get it. They want you to be ready for the playoff. But if you're not conditionally ready to play in the season, what makes you conditionally ready to play in the playoffs? It's repetitions that get you ready for the playoffs, not sitting down, resting. As we saw, that doesn't work from 90% of the players that go in the play that plays in the playoffs, that are injury prone or just want to stay healthy. It doesn't help. It doesn't work. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the man should not get his money. I'm just saying they could have spent the money a better way of giving him $97 million when he's opted out of $26 million, and now he's going to be there for another 3 years. And we know you said that he averaged he was a high scorer. He was 17th in scoring, averaged 4 assists. I get that point of the 4 assists, but where was those assists at in the playoffs when you had Donovan Mitchell wide open and he's got 2 men on him and he can't give him the ball to make the shot? That maybe carry that New York series into maybe a game 5, a game 6, or something like that. And I never saw that in him. That's all I'm saying. I could be wrong. Rich, what's your take on that?
I really, I don't know. I don't think the Cavs have enough as far as bench, and then they gave a bunch of bench away. So, I don't know. James Harden to Cleveland was a bad move in my opinion anyway. So,
yeah, I didn't like
it is what it is.
I didn't like that move either when it happened. I'm sorry. I just like that move.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that move. Rich, you got anything on your Bulls going on right now with the Bulls?
No, everything's been pretty much quiet, just getting ramped up for preseason and training camp. So I just want to see what it looked like.
So ESPN,
I don't think we're gonna be nothing.
So ESPN projected them to win 31 games, 31 and 51.
I think we're at least a play-in team. I mean, we did get younger, so experience is going to matter.
Okay.
But I don't think that we're going to be not much below 500.
Okay. So in the East,
if we are below 500.
Okay. In the East, these are teams. Okay, so let me go over this. These are teams that's going to make that's going to be contenders. Knicks, Pistons, Cavaliers, 76ers, and Boston. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I'm from Missouri. They got to show me. They saying that they're going to win 48 games. They're going to win 48 and 34. I need to see it happening on paper because you got a lot of moving parts that came in, a lot of moving parts that left. So I have to believe. I want St. Louis, so I'll make me believe it. In the playoff group, they have Atlanta, Hawks, Miami Heat, Toronto Raptors, Pacers, and the Magic. They got Atlanta winning 47 games. They got the Pacers winning 44 and the Magic winning 44. Magic has got a new coach, so that might be a different realm of how they play basketball. The bottom 5, they got the Charlotte Hornets, the Wizards, the Bulls, the Bucks, and the Nets. Nets are the 18 wins, the Bucks at 25, Bulls at 31, Wizards at 31, and Charlotte Hornets at 34. Right? And we already know why LaMelo Ball got moved out. Out west, you have San Antonio Spurs, Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver Nuggets, Houston Rockets, and Minnesota Timberwolves. All 60. You got Spurs winning 62 games, Oklahoma City winning 60, Nuggets winning 51, Houston winning 51, and Minnesota winning 50. The play-in group is the Los Angeles Lakers at 45, Trailblazers 43, Phoenix at 42, Golden State at 35, Utah at 34. The bottom of the group, you got the Clippers at 33, Mavericks at 32, Grizzlies at 27, Pelicans at 25, and Sacramento Kings at 19. So, I think the Jazz gonna be better than 30. I think they're better than 34 wins. I think Portland's right there. I don't think the Lakers can win 45 games with that team they got right now. They're gonna need some help. So that's what they have. Would you say?
They too light-skinned.
I don't know. Somebody out there has some. There's gonna be some gluts of glory out there. When it comes to them playing basketball. So that's the standards right there for basketball. That's what's going on in basketball. Mo, Celtics, what you hearing from the Celtics?
No.
What are you liking?
No. I'm not hearing anything right now. I'm hearing that they want to give Peyton Pritchard more time to play.
Okay.
I'm hearing about they're gonna let Paul George play.
We ain't got no choice.
That's about it. No, I'm saying,
So,
as
I'm
in
gonna
they're going to manage him to play like around 50, 60 games. He's not playing back to back.
So you're gonna sacrifice you're gonna sacrifice your record for saving people for the playoffs.
I think it's more about making sure that he's healthy. So, and it makes sense. Older player.
So let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Curry, you was around when Dr. J played and Moses Malone and George McGinnis and what's the dude out in Portland? Marcus Lucas and the guys. Was you watching basketball during that time, Curry?
Yes, I was.
Did we ever hear about anybody sitting down? Them guys wanted to play 82 games.
Right. Because there was always somebody there to put the job. But you're paying these guys a much bigger salaries today than what you were paying them back in those days. So, I mean, you could easily, and you didn't have the free agency, a lot of trading going on like it is now.
Right.
So you was on that team, you was kind of loyal to that team, but nowadays you got these guys with these big time salaries, so it's hard to do anything other than kind of cater to their needs.
So let me ask you this question. During this time period, the game has gotten easier because they implemented a three-point shot, right? They don't play as many back-to-backs as they did before. This year, I think the Celtics and the Nets have the most back-to-back games. They have 16 back-to-back games, right? Back when those guys were playing, they did back-to-backs at least twice a week, right? The game was tougher. They might have got paid as much, but the game was tougher, and it wasn't that easy to play. But the thing about it is, if you think about back then, they probably wouldn't get paid what these guys are getting paid right now. A lot of them had to get second jobs, right? So they still was working somewhere else other than playing basketball. But to sit here and say that you want to rest a guy for the playoffs, and you sacrifice your seeding for that, you got to be a great team on defense. You got to be able to win on the road, right? And when it comes to Game 7, I don't care what nobody say. I want to be at home in the Game 7. I want to be able to play home in Game 7. So I get what Mo's saying. I don't agree with it because at the end of the day, you get paid money to play basketball. You get paid to be in shape. These guys come into camp not in shape. They have less time in camp than they did 2 or 3 years ago. Because they're playing, they're working out for what they work out all year round. Supposedly, they maybe get 2 weeks off or whatever the case. They go on vacation, do whatever. But they're back in the gym, working at their home, or they're lifting weights, they're doing whatever they're doing, right? I don't see too many guys like Jaylen Brown chiseled like that. I don't see him. I'm not saying they're not out there, but to me, that guy puts in 100% all year round, and he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? He's been the most winningest basketball player in the last 10 years or something like that. I don't know, something like that, something of that nature.
But he had tendonitis in his knee a lot too.
Right, but the thing about it is that comes from working out all year long, because your body's not built to work out all year long. At some point in time, you got to give your body a rest, right? It's simple as that. Body's not built to play, not to work out. It's not built to play basketball all year round. So I get that when you get tendonitis and things of that nature. But what I'm saying is like you still come in camp in shape. You don't get in shape during camp. You don't get in shape in the first 20 games of the season, and then you say after All-Star break we're gonna make it happen. No, that's not how it works. Because at the end of the day, you owe it to the fans to give 110% every time you go on the court. I'm not saying they don't, but what I'm saying is that when they talk about resting players, I don't like that. I really don't like that. If you're in a division and you up by 10 games and you got like 6 games left or 4 games left, yeah, if you want to play the first guys in the first quarter, get them some reps or whatever, and they play everybody else, I'm cool with that. That's a different thing, right? But to set guys down to go to play in the playoffs, I think you're walking a slippery slope, because you look at Zion Williams. Look how long he's been with the Pelicans. Look how long he has set out all season long, gets in the game and pulls a hamstring at the end of the season. So you telling me you're not stretching at all? You're not stretching. And if he was playing basketball at the level he played in the playoffs during the season, I guarantee you he doesn't have that injury. That's the part I don't like about the NBA, is they want to rest everybody. It's just that simple. I don't agree with it, don't like it. And Popovich brought that mess to the NBA, not putting guys on the plane so they wouldn't even play, all that kind of stuff. You owe it to the fans to play away games, right? At home games, that's different. But when you got a guy that like the San Antonio Spurs and they come to Philadelphia to play, and you don't bring your starting 5 or your starting 3, they don't even make the trip, and the person who bought the tickets that want to see Tim Duncan play and he ain't playing, or there's a kid that wants to see Tim Duncan play, he's not playing, that's not fair to the kid. That's not fair. At least play away games. I can understand you maybe not want to play home games, but away games, that should be an honor. But I mean, and even with the 65 game rule thing, which I want to get into before we go into football. So you have the center from the Detroit Pistons that's holding out for a bigger contract. Did he make first team defense or second team defense? I don't remember. Duran, do you remember what he made?
Second team.
He made second
team and also second team. I think he also made second team All Pro as well.
Oh, so he made 2
All Pro, but All NBA.
Okay. Let me pull up. Is Duran, right?
Y'all still there?
Yeah, we still here.
13.
He made 13.
He made it 13.
Right? So now listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. He makes 13 defense, right? Mo?
13 All NBA.
13 All NBA. So that means combined, what he did was enough to make him all NBA. So now we have an issue with this situation, guys, that he feels like he should be paid the max, super max, or whatever he wants from the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons said, you're not worth that much. You made 13, and we're going to pay you as sort. He's like, I don't want that money. I want to go somewhere else and play because I feel like I'm worth more than what I am. I mean, I feel like I'm worth more than what you guys want to give me. right? So what the NBA need to do, because this falls into that this falls into the category of the salary cap with the first apron, second apron. Only people that can get the Supermax is first team offense, first team defense. Only one that can get the max will be second team offense, second team defense. 13 player, if you're gonna make 13 on anything, it's just an accolade. It's simple as that. Because now this guy's asking for more money, and Detroit saying we're not giving you more. What's not true?
Third team gets the max extension eligibility. Any team on there gets the option.
I agree, but what's happening
that means
now
you're in the
is
top 15 players. That means you're better than half of the whole. You're one of the best players in half of the teams.
I'm not disagreeing with that part of it. What I'm saying to you is that if you're saying that, then pay him as such. They don't want to pay him as such, right? They're saying, Joe, you're not worth that money. So if the salary cap is the issue for the first apron, second apron, because you can't pay him that type of money because you know there's other players you have to get rid of down the line, then you don't give them nothing. If you make the first team or the second team, then you can go. If you make the first team, you get Supermax. You can say, I want Supermax. You can come back like women say, nah, I want Supermax. I'll take the max, right? You make the third team, it's an accolade, because now you're in a situation where this kid wants to go somewhere else and play because he feel like he's worth more money. Detroit saying, we don't think you're worth that type of money. Jaylen Brown makes second team. He can get the contract extension. Boss said, we don't think you're worth that money. We're going to trade you to another team and let them deal with that down the line, right?
And you know,
that's what I'm saying.
You ain't heard that from Philly, right? They heard
what?
nothing about an extension from Philly.
Oh no, we haven't. But my whole thing is like this is where it becomes a problem, because now you have that problem. You have the first apron, then you have the second apron. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot fulfill your team's need money wise when you're allowing first team, second team, and third team to max out money. I'm not saying he don't deserve the max, but Detroit's saying, yo, we don't want to give you the max. Go find somebody else to match it, and we'll do a sign and trade, because we're gonna get something back for you.
Question for you: would you rather have Duren, or would you rather have Jaylen Brown?
Duren.
Jaylen Brown makes the Supermax.
I know, but I'm taking Duren for the simple fact that he's gonna get rebounds, he's gonna block shots, and he's gonna be confusion on defense, where he's gonna make people adjust their shots. Things
and
that
he's
nature.
22.
He's 22.
And that's even more better. Jaylen Brown plays defense. He didn't play defense in this season because he had to be the workhorse on the offensive side of the basketball. But only thing I'm saying is this right here is that the NBA got to come up with a system that's going to work for everybody. That's going to make everybody pretty much happy, in a sense. Or you're going to start seeing teams get sold multiple times like the Lakers did. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's why I said with that, just don't get – you got the first team, offense, defense. Second team, offense, defense. First team, you can offer the max, or they can take super max, or you can take the max. Second team gets the max, and that's it. They don't get the super max. And then that way you can work other players into your team, where you can still be competitive, that you don't have to worry about getting rid of guys. You like Oklahoma's going to run to a situation where they want to get rid of some players again, like they did my man. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, San Antonio's going to run into the same problem. Them guys that went to the finals, they're going to want the super max or the max. They're going to be like, nah, we can't give it to you. You got to see you somewhere else. We're going to trade you, get some pieces, and let the other team worry about giving you super max. That's just my personal opinion. And I would love for somebody to really let's sit down and talk about this thing, because it needs to be talked about with the NBA, because right now you got players who are not happy. You got some owners who are not happy. And I'm gonna give you Golden State, for example. They ain't happy about the Supermax. I mean about the apron, because they had to break. That's how they kind of broke up the team in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So they're not happy with it. So, but they the one that created this. They the ones complaining about not making no money, going to the finals, going to 4 finals in 5 years or something like that. They were complaining about it. Sometimes, hey, a clock gets broke every now and then, but it still tells time. It may not be the right time. It may not be the right time.
Get it out, man. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Whatever the case may be, I made my own scenario up.
You sure did.
I'm different.
Yeah, because that was wild.
but it still tells the time. It may be broke, but it still tells the time.
No, you said a clock might break every now and then, but it's still gonna be right sometimes.
It's gonna still tell the time. It may not be right time, but it's gonna tell the time. But that's what I'm saying. I just think that the NBA need to go back and look at this, and the commissioner, he need to get a pair. Simple as that, because he didn't let the NBA run amok. I know if David Stern was here, he'd probably slap him straight in his face and say, "Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?" All right, guys, it's time for football. Anybody got anything in basketball? We got time. So, Rich, Kittles is off the PUP. They say he's ready to play. Do you see him playing at all during the preseason, or do you think they wait till the first game of the season to play against the Rams?
Even Rich is like surprised. That's where he started.
This is last game of preseason coming up. So they're not going to play him because it's going to be, the dudes that are really trying to make the roster.
Oh, yeah. This is last preseason game. You're right about that.
Yeah, so, I wouldn't play him.
So let me ask you this question, though. Jones looks really good back at quarterback. You think somebody's sniffing around to make a trade?
Nope. Oh, well, they might be sniffing around, but the Niners ain't letting me go.
Did he just signed a new contract with them? Oh, so
this is a year 2 of his 2-year deal.
Oh, so he's still a rookie. He's still on a rookie contract, right?
No, it's not rookie. No, he signed a new contract with us.
This is a second.
But it was just a 2-year deal.
But this is his second year, and this is the second contract he signed.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he got traded, and then he finished his contract out, and then he signed as a free agent with us.
Okay. All right. So let's do this, Mo. Give us the good, the bad, the ugly of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The good is we have a good offensive system. The defensive players actually want to play in the system, and they actually showed 3 linebackers, 3 outside linebackers playing at once. We have a good, explosive young returner, and I hate to say this, but the bad is we still got an old quarterback. And still don't know who the young quarterback is. Now I'm gonna kill you with the ugly though. If we get better, people will blame Tomlin for the last 10 years of not going on them not firing top. If we're worse, the racist Pittsburgh Steelers fans have to say Tomlin was good. And that's the ugly. Because the racist fans will have to say something. They will have to just go and hide it. Because everybody's gonna call them out.
So let me ask you a question. So what has to happen for Pittsburgh for them to say that Tomlin had to go? Do they have to win a playoff game for one?
Definitely. If they win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna laugh because this is what I want. I want them to win, so I can say keep on with Tomlin's guys. Since all Steelers fans say that Tomlin won with Cowboys guys. I hope it happens.
I hope it happens.
So let's look at it like let's be realistic about this thing, right? Because
I'm being realistic. This is the best team they've had in the last 10 years.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but there's a couple teams. There's a couple teams I think are better. I think there's a couple teams better. But let me. So my thing is,
does he not
that's
remember
Lou.
that? Yeah, I said Lou. I'm saying, why did he say that? Because seriously, Ben couldn't move for the last 10 years, and he's been retired for 5. So he couldn't move for the last 5 of that.
So let me ask you this question though. So if Pittsburgh makes a play, let's say they don't win the division, but they make the playoffs as a wild card team, and they win a wild card game.
Mm-hmm.
What would the statement be then about Tomlin?
He couldn't get it done.
And that, okay, that's fair to say. All right.
Tomlin even said he couldn't get it done. That's why he walked away. I respected that.
I got something I want to say. Mo, you can't be serious thinking that they got a shot at going to a Super Bowl. You cannot be serious. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Steeler hater. Because I like the Steelers. I like what they've been done over the years and how they go about their business up until the last few years when they started bringing in these clowns. But how can you say that they're better when they got the oldest roster in the NFL? That team is old. And let me tell you what comes with old. Injuries. You can't avoid them, man. When them old guys come in there and they don't come back as quick from them injuries either. But I've been saying it all along. Pittsburgh need to get through this year right here and find out what they got in a quarterback, because they doing their fan base an injustice by riding Aaron, whatever his name is, Aaron. They riding him out.
Aaron.
They should not. But how can you say that you think that that's the best team that they've had in 10 years?
Because we have a wide receiver. That he didn't have last year. We have two better wide receivers than he had all of last year. We have a better cornerback than we had opposite Joey Porter as well. We actually have a return game. We have a defensive coordinator who knows how to call a game. We have an offensive coach who actually knows how to call a game. That's actually locked in because he wants to win from Pittsburgh. Tomlin was tired. He said it. And we saw it. But how you gonna tell me about my team when your team can't even make the playoffs? Your team is supposed to be the worst team in the league right now. And you talking about my Steelers? No, it's not had a losing record. We have not had a losing record in 15 years.
I just can't understand how you think that they gonna go sniff the.
We have not. We were in the playoffs 2 of the last 3 years with Aaron Rodgers. Did you keep saying it's not good enough? But yet we won the division last year. So now what you got to say about that?
Yeah. On the missed field goal.
Is it still a win? Did y'all win on the missed field goal? Did y'all come within that close to making the playoffs?
But
exactly. So just be quiet.
We went to playoffs just like y'all did. We didn't win either. So I mean, I feel your pain, bro.
No, so what I'm saying is this. We have never taken a step back to get better. Y'all had quarterback. It doesn't matter about the quarterback. The team that you have. That's why we haven't been losing. We've always had a good team. I get your point of not winning the championship because we haven't had a quarterback. But when we did have a quarterback, we won 2 and went to 3.
So it says the oldest team in the NFL is Pittsburgh Steelers at 27 years, 98 days. Los Angeles Rams are 27, 2 days. Washington Commanders are 26 years and 352 days. Those are based on the current 90-man preseason rosters and will change slightly when teams cut down to 53 players. Steelers are particularly old because of Aaron Rodgers, who is 42 years old, ending his 2026 season. He's currently the oldest player in the NFL.
You take him out, we probably drop way down.
Yeah. So I didn't know the Rams were right there either. That I'm a little
y'all
shocked.
gonna get worse if Aaron Donald signs.
That's crazy. All right. So I'm gonna do the good, the bad, and the ugly for the Cleveland Browns.
Ain't they all the same?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't even know where to start with this team, man. Defensively, I think we're going to be okay. It's going to be, but the defense, I'm going to say this, defense got to make turnovers, and they got to turn turnovers into touchdowns. Because I'm not, the quarterback, I'm telling you, like I said last week, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns is playing on Saturdays right now. He'll be playing on Friday nights. He will not be playing on Sundays. Right now, he's not playing on Sundays. He's playing on Saturdays or Fridays or whenever college football is being played. He's playing then. He's playing now. And basically what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns is not on that team right now. Not right now. I don't understand the philosophy of not allowing what's the other quarterback from Oregon?
Dylan
Gabriel. I don't understand why he does. I don't understand why he doesn't get any reps. And I'm hoping that he probably get reps the third game to showcase what he can do, so they can like even trade the guy to another team, because that's totally disrespectful for the guy to come onto a team and never get in a preseason game at all at quarterback. And quarterback is your issue. Quarterback's your issue.
It is disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? But Deshaun Watson got mad because they booed him, you know, and they're booing him because of his play. They're not booing him for anything else other than that. He's played 19 total games in Cleveland. 19.
But
the last time he played,
he wasn't doing it because they got booed. He did that because they cheered when he got hurt.
I'm going to say that. So when he tore his Achilles, they start cheering for him, which that was disrespectful as all hell. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see nobody get hurt. If that was your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your uncle, your cousin, whoever out on the football field, and they happen to them, you don't want nobody booing them. So my thing is, if you ain't got nothing good to say, like my dad said, if you got nothing nice to say about a person, don't say nothing at all. Just leave it alone. But again, Cleveland got everything they need on offense, but a quarterback. I don't know. I just don't know what they do with that team. So that's the bad and the ugly. The good is that they're off. That defensively they playing really good football. And every quarterback in that division is going to meet Jared Verse at some point in time, and they're going to think he's a young version of Myles Garrett. That's all I'm going to say about that right there with the Cleveland Browns. So I think this last game, go ahead and let the guy from Oregon play, so he can be traded. You can trade him for something, a 6th round, 7th round, whatever. Just get something for him, because the guy's not going to. If you're not going to play him, then just let him go. No, just trade him. Trade him to somebody that's willing to work with the guy and make him better. You got a coach in there because he worked with Jackson in Baltimore, but Jackson has issues throwing down the inside the markers. He has a problem with that. But they want to give this guy all this praise. I'm sorry, I'm not having it. I don't like it at all. So that's my good, that's my bad, my ugly for the Cleveland Browns. Dana, give me your bad for your Miami Dolphins, and Curry, you give me your good and your ugly. So Dana, what's the bad for the Miami Dolphins?
The bad for the Miami Dolphins is the receiving corps. And the secondary.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long year. Everything I said to Curry, I take back. Yeah, I take back. I want to apologize to the whole crew today. It's gonna be a long season for for me and my Dolphins and Curry's Dolphins, but the good is Malik, man.
The quarterback?
I don't know why you trade Jaden Waddle and you bring in a quarterback like that.
A quarterback or a cornerback?
I mean, the secondary is worse than the receiving corps. Well, we got some dude named Duck.
So
I was like, no.
So Dan, let me.
It's gonna be alone.
Dan, let me ask you.
Jameis Winston look like Roger Staubach.
Oh Lord Jesus. Dan, let me ask you a question about your schedule now that you kind of realistically came back down to earth with a parachute.
Yeah.
You didn't free fall. You came down with a parachute. I want you to get down to earth for safe. So what are you predicting for the record for this year?
Oh man, I don't want to embarrass me and my Dolphins. I'm going to go 4-13.
Wow. All right, Curry, what you got for us?
I kind of agree with what he just said with the wins. I got them around 4 or 5 wins. I will give you some good. He mentioned Malik Willis. I'll give you some more good. Caleb Douglas playing very, very well. And we should get Chris Bell. And that's going to give him some serious weapons to go to. But did anybody ever pick up Juju Smith-Schuster? I don't know that he's can be a major contributor.
Yeah, he's with somebody.
The Dolphins need another receiver until Chris Bell gets ready. So I think Juju could bring that experience to that team. So, but the good is ugly, the bad is ugly, and the ugly is just what it is.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Lou, Dallas Cowboys.
Well, yeah. All right. Well, Dallas Cowboys have had some impressive preseason so far. I mean, I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think it's going to be a very respectable season. I'm gonna go 11-7.
11-7 for the Cowboys.
Yes. All right, Tanner.
Do you think that wins the division for them?
No, I think the Eagles have the same thing about it.
Okay.
That's what worries me.
Okay. Hey, Curry. Juju is not currently on any team right now. They're saying.
Sorry, I was muted. The Giants dropped him.
Yeah, Giants released
when
him.
They picked up
the running back.
From the Steelers. From the Chargers. Najee Harris.
The potential. They're saying the potential's favorite for him is the Chiefs, the Bills, the Chargers, the Steelers. It said the Chiefs. They said I put the Chiefs number 1 because Juju already knows the system has a relationship with the organization. But there's only one big question: his knee. He's now 29, and his 2025 production was only 33 catches for 345 yards. So I think there might be getting another. I don't think he'll be getting another big contract. I expect something closer to a 1-year veteran minimum type deal with the incentives. So that's where they're at with Juju.
It gets me. I hear that a lot. The player knows the system. He played at Kansas City. He obviously didn't know the system that well. He didn't play that good. And if he knows the system so well, why did they get rid of him?
That's a good question. That might be more of a Patrick Mahomes wanting to bring him back than anything else, if that's the case. Who got left? Rich. Did we do the good? Let's do the good.
No.
Okay, let's do the good.
No, we didn't do it.
Okay, let's go ahead with you. The good, the Rich comes in as the good, the bad, and the ugly for the 49ers.
The good I'm going to say is I like what the defensive line looks like. I think that the upgrades that they made are a clear difference from last year. I mean, it's not all pro, but it's definitely much better than it was last year. The bed is, the O-line, it's always questionable. I don't understand. They have us rated high, and I don't see it on the field. But I'm going to say the O-line is going to be albatross. And the ugly is the coach in the car accident, and the owner got jammed up for picking up prostitutes with criminal tools in the car. I don't even know what that means. That sounds like
hey, you know exactly what that was, man. Get some handcuffs.
You know what I mean? So that's the ugly, like, that overshadows everything anything football related, because these idiots can't keep themselves together.
Okay. All right. Me for the Rams, the good, the bad, the ugly. Watching them play the preseason games, they're on a mission right now. They really seem focused about everything. Everybody's playing well in the preseason games. The sad part about it is they got to cut players, and there's a lot of guys on that team that's gonna go somewhere else and play against them or for another. Against them for another team, maybe, or to play for another team. But I've never seen a team in my life play with so carefree during a preseason where there's no starters playing at all. That just I've never seen that happen before, and I think they're just waiting on the Aaron Donald situation to take hold on what he wants to do going forward. But man, I like what I saw. I love Stanton Bennett. Ain't that how you say Stanton? Whatever the hell his name is. Shit. Stanton Bennett, yeah. He looks really good for a guy that had problems drinking, had problems with alcohol a year ago, because he wasn't even on he was on the team, but he's going to rehab. This is just my opinion of what happened to him, personally speaking. I just think that's where he was, and he kept in LA kept it secret. You never heard no more about it, but I think that's where he was. And for his third year to be on the team, he looks like he knows the system. But Ty Simpson, that kid looked like he could be the real deal, man. That's going to be a pick that's going to haunt other teams for as long as that guy's in the NFL. As long as he stay healthy, it's going to haunt them. I didn't like the pick. I thought we should have went after a guy. I thought they should have went after a wide receiver or another defensive back. That's good. That just goes to show you how much I know about drafting players. But I'm really happy the way he's playing football right now. I really am. Did you guys do you guys have your most interceptions, most rushing yard stuff yet? Did anybody do that? Yes, no, maybe so.
I didn't write it down, but I know it.
Well, it's on my left. It's on my PC.
Okay.
So I ain't on it yet.
All right. So let's wait till next week till everybody has their information if they want to. Well, the thing about if you Mo, if you have it, then we can do ours together, and then we can do everybody else's next week. Is that cool with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So most receiving yards record holds by Calvin Johnson for 1,664 yards for the Lions in 2012. For the AFC, we do AFC and NFC. All right. So Mo, who you got? Do you got it set up like that, or you just have one?
I just have. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
like last time we did a receiver from the AFC and we did a receiver from the NFC.
Oh, I just have one.
Okay, so you got one. All right. So depending on who you pick, I'll come back and tell you who my two guys are.
Okay.
So for the most receiving yards, who do you have, Mo?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson for the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kyler Murray's gonna make a big difference for him. And they're gonna have to throw a lot because they ain't gonna be able to run the ball.
You can't see over the line.
So I have for me, I have George Pickens. I think that he's gonna have a great season. I think he'll have a great season with the Cowboys. He has a point to prove. They franchise tagged him, so he's probably gonna be out. So he's looking to play. He's looking to make money this year coming up, even if it's with Dallas or somebody else. So I got George Pickens. I think he was like 4th last year, so that's why I got for my NFC guy. Most receptions NFL record holder is Michael Thompson. He has 149 for year was 2019 for the Saints. Mo, who do you have?
Justin Jefferson.
See, I'm gonna go with Jamar Chase.
That's it.
Because I think that this might be the year that the quarterback stays healthy, stays upright. He doesn't get hurt. And even if he does, that's gonna be their bread and butter, in my opinion, for Cincinnati. Most sacks for a season. Miles Garrett has 23.
Dixon Layer.
Huh?
Sounds like you said most sacks.
Most sacks. Miles Garrett with 23 for 2025 season. Who do you have, Mo?
For sacks?
Yep, for sacks.
Oh, I got TJ Watt.
So you being a homer, man.
I'm not being a homer.
You're being a homer.
I'm telling you, they're going to play 3 outside linebackers this year. TJ's going to get 19 sacks this year. Because he's moving around, too. They're not keeping him in one spot.
Most sacks I have. Who did I have?
Do y'all hear this?
Hear what?
Yes. That is Mo.
That's why I just said stop being a homer.
Okay.
Stop being a homer.
Okay.
That is straight homer.
Okay. When he gets 19, just remember August 24th, 7:34 p.m. He's gonna get 3 sacks in the first game.
That's gonna be hard. I'm still out on that one because I don't have nobody for that. I gotta look and see for real. Most passes completed. Record holder was Tom Brady with 490. Season was 2022 with the Bucks. Most passing receiving yards. I'm gonna go with the boy up in Buffalo.
Josh Allen. That's what I was going with.
Josh Allen.
They got a lot to prove on offense this year with making their offensive coordinator the head coach.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna make this thing real exciting. Most tackles made, solo tackles made. There's a guy down in Miami that was close to a record last year. Is he still down there, Mo? I mean, Curry. Jordan Brooks.
Yep. Jordan Brooks.
That's what I'm going with. Let me put Josh over here.
I went with the rookie. Sonny Styles.
Who?
Sonny Styles.
Okay. AFC side. I'm going with Jordan Brooks. Most passing yards holder is Peyton Manning for 5,477 yards. He made that record in 2013. I'm going with Jared Goff because they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL, and I think he's going to play well enough to get them. I think they actually win that division because of the record. Who you got, Mo?
I said that. When we did this a couple I said Jared Goff.
What?
I said Jared Goff though.
You got Jared Goff as well?
No. I'm saying that the Lions will go win the division.
The Lions will go win the division.
Oh.
I got your boy.
Who you got?
I got your boy, Matt Stafford.
Okay. Most passing attempts record holder is Tom Brady with 733. He had that record in 2022. With the Bucks.
Bang.
I'm gonna go with the boy in Justin Herbert.
Oh,
you were right when you said Chicago. It's gonna be Caleb Williams.
You got Caleb Williams, okay.
He was a couple, man.
Most rushing yards in season. That man curves that they
is a hater.
No, he telling the truth though. He telling the truth.
I know, but he's still a hater. He don't talk about the good stats. He talking about the bad stats. That's a hater.
Ain't no good stats on Madden.
See what I mean? He ain't no man.
Running back with the most yards, Eric Dickerson for 2,105 yards in 1984. I don't think this record be broken, but if I had to say, I'm gonna say B.J. Robinson from Atlanta. I think he might be the all-purpose back for them. That's what I'm gonna go with B.J. B-John.
I hate to say this, but I really believe it. The record's gonna be broken this year.
Most interceptions held by
You didn't let me finish.
Oh, who did you say?
I said the record's gonna be broken this year.
Okay, by who?
Derrick Henry.
Everybody keep that. Hey, make sure y'all write that down. Derrick Henry. He said Derrick Henry. Where my tabs at? I got my tabs.
I'm telling you, man, that right guard is gonna make a big difference. They had a right guard who couldn't block nobody. Now they got a right guard who can block everybody. It's gonna be scary. He's gonna put up some 200-yard games.
He's the only one capable. I shouldn't have told y'all that.
I'm putting that right there. I'm going right there. All right. Let's see here. Most interceptions record holder is Night Train Lane for 14, and he did it in 12 games. In 1952 with the Los Angeles Rams. Any takers on this one? I don't have nobody right now. I think that the cornerback that the Rams got from Kansas City for the trade,
McDuffie?
I think he is the guy. I think he could do it. Duffy, yeah, McDuffie. I think he could do it. I'm not saying him. Not him. The other guy, because I think McDuffie's going to be a shutdown guy, and the other corner going to be what's the one that's signed as free agent? Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be a homer on my pick. I know who you're talking about though. He was the other quarterback opposite. I said Derrick Henry. How am I being a homer? Derrick Henry.
Who did you say? What did you say, Rich? You're gonna be a homer? What you say?
Derrick Henry. Not speaking of homerism. I said the next.
Who, me?
And Patrick Surtain III is up in Denver from the best defense in football.
But you know what? I think they take a step back though. I think he's gonna get hurt this year. Because I think the opportunity was last year. I'm I'm not saying they can't go to the Super Bowl, but I'm just saying that they struggled a little bit down at the end, during the end of the season. So, but I mean, the defense still played good in the snow. You know what I'm saying? The coach blew the game for him. But Patrick Surtain, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I think he probably could be that guy too. All right. Let me see here. So we're gonna leave it there for right now because we're like at 1:40. We got 15 minutes left. So let's do this real quick. So Mo wanted to talk about the details about the owner of the 49ers. I hate to bring up dirt like this because it ain't got nothing to do with sports. But it is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know this, the CEO of the 49ers, Jed York, was caught by Sting after accessing a known prostitution website, arranging to meet to pay for sex. According to Edwards Lewis of California Post, York allegedly paid her $140 for the encounter, which was to take place in a trailer park in East Palestine, Ohio. He flew all the way to Ohio to have sex with a woman and got caught. I'm just
for $140.
So York was
straight up.
York.
Those are
that's what he had left.
That's what he had left.
York was arrested when he Wait, let me finish. York was arrested when he arrived for the encounter, and the cell phone he used to arrange the meeting was seized by officers. That led to charges of possession of criminal tools. What is criminal? Criminal tools. What is that?
I'm telling you, they're handcuffs.
Criminal tools. Let's see what GP Chat says.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I heard
the funniest joke yesterday. Let me tell you this.
Let me tell you this.
The way you can tell. Wait a minute. Let me get it right. They said the way all you gotta do is look at a man to tell. You can look at a man to tell that he's not having sex.
What?
You know how you tell?
What? Hmm?
Okay, so how do you
look at
a man?
That wouldn't interest me.
He said he have a wedding ring on. I don't know about all that. He was initially charged.
What was the answer?
You got a wedding ring on. You don't only come from a single guy, Curry. You know that's only come from a single guy. He was initially charged with engaging in prostitution, but ultimately pled no contest to a lesser charge of disorderly conduct as part of the plea deal.
There's a reason I'm divorced.
York was sentenced to 1 day in jail, but was given credit for time served. He's already been released from custody. The 49ers and NFL had both acknowledged York's arrest, but refused to further comment. The league could act against him, but the decision is unlikely to come anytime soon. York has been married to Danielle. How you spell it? How you say her last name? Rich Buliamino.
Whatever.
For over a decade, it has 2 sons. So,
wow.
Do you think they're gonna? So, do you think they're stripping him of any operations dealing with the NFL at all? Do he lose his CEO-ship from being a part of the NFL? So, what do you think happens to him?
No.
What do you think happens?
No, like lose a draft pick or fine or.
But why would they?
What could happen to the Pacers?
Why would they lose a draft pick? He ain't got nothing to do with that. I mean that has nothing to do with it. Mo, what you think happens?
They got to do something.
Mo, what you think happens to him?
Nothing.
He goes and chill with Robert Kraft. Figure out how to get out of it.
I think they're gonna send him to counseling. They're gonna ask what's the boy's name?
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, they're gonna ask Mike. They're gonna ask Mike Vrabel. Yo, what counseling together? Mike Vrabel. Gonna say that Mike Vrabel. What counseling went to this on the last weekend?
Whoa. Mike Vrabel is a coach.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He got caught for
cheating. Robert Kraft.
He got caught for
cheating. Bob Kraft got jammed up at the massage parlor.
Right, and nothing happened to him.
So whatever they did to Bob Kraft, they do to Jay York.
Nothing. This a fine. That's what they did. They swept it underneath the rug. Swept it underneath the rug. All right, guys, we got like 15 minutes left. So
the owner that talks about family values.
Oh,
Jay York, family value.
Jay York? Did you?
Yeah.
Did you pay anything?
This is So real quick, we got 15 minutes left. Let's talk about the tight end that was released by the Cleveland Browns is going back to play football at LSU. Give me your take on Lou, give me your take on how do the NFL fix this? How did the NCAA fix this? And should this be allowed? Go ahead, Lou.
Well, wait, what's the question?
The tight end for the Browns got released, so he can go back to college and play football for LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your take on that? Do you agree, disagree, why?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he wants to go back and put himself in the shirt. They let him do it. You know, I think when you're with Jewish, we're good.
Okay.
You can go to the guys.
Dana.
If you need it.
Okay. Dana, what's your thoughts?
Yes, sir. I say he shouldn't be able to go back to college.
Why?
He already mixed it up with the pros.
Okay.
No, he already signed that. Don't you have to sign something? Well, I know you signed something.
But Dana,
you already played. You already played with the Cleveland Browns.
But they released him, Dana. They released him.
So why he get to go back? Nobody else did that.
Okay.
There's a first for everything.
Okay. Curry, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't think he should be allowed to go back. It should be just like it used to be. Once you reach out to an agent, you shouldn't be able. You either going pro or there's no backtracking to college. I don't think you should. I just like college players say, you know what, I ain't gonna cut it in college, so maybe I need to go back and play back in high school one more year. But not only that, you're taking a roster spot from somebody else, so I just don't agree with it. I think he should be done.
Okay. Mo, what's your thoughts?
I think that they have let guys breach the system. Because the NBA is doing it. Why not have the NFL do it? It doesn't matter anymore. College sports are getting paid just like professionals. Might as well just call them the little leagues or the minor leagues because that's all it is now. But I think once you sign a contract, you lose your eligibility to go back to college.
Okay.
To be an athlete.
They're basically college free agents.
Yeah. Rich, what's your thoughts on that?
I agree with Mo. I think that all the other major sports have their minor league teams, and NFL does not have that. And so you got 5 years of eligibility in college. If you only played 3 and left and came up to the NFL, you still got 2 years. With college football now, you got the NIL deals, you got agents, negotiating contracts and all of that. So I don't see why they can't go back to college at this point. Like, they're already in the business.
Okay. Okay. So let me read the article that Lane Kiffin said, because he's been getting a lot of blowback on a lot of stuff right now. So Lane Kiffin weighs in on the LSU decision to recruit number of players who gained another year of eligibility at the college level, despite several having spent time in NFL camp recently. LSU head coach defends his program by saying that recent injunctions have made this group of players available to recruit. If the Tigers did not do so, someone else would. Through these multiple injunctions around the country, a group of players were granted fifth-year eligibility in multiple sports. Through their winning their injunctions and entering into the portal, they're available to recruit. So ourselves, like many others around the country, are recruiting them. Kiffin said, at the end of the day, because of the ruling, they're either good to play for you or they're going to play somewhere else around the country. So we made the decision to recruit him. Lane Kiffin defends the decision of LSU recruits DeQuan Wright, others than NFL ties. At the end of the day, because of the ruling, there's either you're going to play or you're not going to play. Now I'm gonna say this. This is where I have a problem at. Is Ray on?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Ray?
Yep.
All right, Ray.
I'm right here.
Go ahead, Ray. Let me get your take before I get my take. Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. The coach of LSU, he has no moral compass. These guys kill me when they get on these airs and air out other players. He goes from place to place and does whatever he wants. And now, because it's beneficial to him, he's coming out with a statement. Just throw all the paperwork out and just call it what it is. Minor league football.
Okay. Is that all you got, Ray?
That's it.
Okay. So I'm on the fence on this one, right? But the thing about it is he has to repay the money back that he got from he got drafted by the Eagles and got traded. I mean, he got drafted by the Eagles, then he left there and got cut, and then he went to the Browns, right? So his contract was worth $800,000. He has to pay that money back. And I don't know how much money he has to pay the agent, but this is the key to this whole thing is like, do you think, I'm just saying, and I'm going to pay attention to this guy now doing college football. Him going back to college, does that make him a first-round draft pick or not? Does it make him a second-round draft pick or not? If he gets drafted in the third or fourth round like he did this year, then the money's still going to be the same that he got this year, next year, right? But the only problem I have with this is right here, that in the NBA, they'll tell you if you go to the pre-camp, you're not ready to go back to college, right? The problem with that is that they've already gone, the coaches already recruiting somebody to replace them, now they got to go somewhere else to play, right? This one, I honestly believe that Lane Kiffin has something to do with this kid going back to school, because he's going to make more money in school than he will in the NFL. He's going to make over they said $4 million in NIL money compared to making $800,000. Now, to a person who never had money, $800,000 is a lot. 1.5 million is a lot. But again, if your head's not right, you're gonna spend the money up anyway. But if your head's right, you can take the $800,000 and invest it and do whatever, take care of your family, but pay your mom and dad's house off, tell them they ain't gotta work no more, whatever the case may be. But the thing about it is we need to watch this kid next year to find out how good he is, because I think that he has in the back of his mind that he can be a higher draft pick, right? So my question is that if you do come back, if you go back to college, you should be able to go back to the team that drafted you, because now that player, that's somebody else that don't get an opportunity to play because you took a spot, right? So I'm saying you come to my team. If you don't make the team, I'll cut you. Then you go somewhere else. But the key part about it is that let's see where he gets drafted at next year. But I'm telling you right now, Lane Kiffin had a conversation with this kid. The way this thing went, he said had a conversation with him, and he said, "Yo, listen," because he was at Ole Miss with him, and he got drafted. I guarantee you, there was a conversation between those two. Told him, "Yo, come back and I'll get you an NIL deal. You'll make 1.1 million. You'll make 1.5. You make 2 million, 3. You get whatever you're gonna make. It's gonna double what you're gonna make in college." The problem with the pros is that now you're asking the pros to change their pay scale so the kid so nobody goes back to college. But this is the sad part about it. What if you go back to college and get hurt? Now his career is over with.
He's making NIL deals. He's making NIL deals.
Right, but now he never gets the opportunity to play in the pros.
Well, that's his fault.
Right?
He chose to go back.
Right, but I'm just saying. But in some NIL deals, there's some fine lines in there about if you get injured or you get hurt or you do some off the field, we're taking your money back. So I think that's what I'm just saying. I think he's making a. If I'm him, I'm staying in the pros. Because if you're not going to be drafted, if they're not saying you're going to be drafted in the first, second round, where the money is significantly more than a fourth round player, then I'm looking, okay, let me go back and see what I can do. But at the same token, so because LSU looking to win a national championship this year, right?
Correct.
Simple as that. He's trying to win a national championship any way he possibly can. Lane Kiffin is putting a bad mark on his name, on everything he did from leaving Ole Miss to where he's at now, and it's not looking good. And the thing about it is, you got some parents that may not trust him. He may be that car dealership that sell you a lemon, and when it come time for your kid to play or whatever, he ain't playing, he's not good enough. And then, okay, well, I'm putting him, he can go in the portal, right? But now he just missed out a year of eligibility. So only thing I'm saying is that I get it, but the chances he's taking to go back to play college football is mind-boggling to me, because he's going to make more money. And I'm not mad at him for making more money. I'm glad he's making more money. But at the same token, though, if he gets hurt and can't play again, he had that $1 million just sitting there, because nothing else. He's not going to be able to do anything else. And I'm trying to look and see where is the rankings at right here. So they got right now LSU is ranked at number 11. Right? Let's look at the schedule. Let's see how easy or how hard. And the schedule is not that hard, guys. I'm looking at you have Clemson, Louisiana Tech, Ole Miss, who's 9th. That's going to be a good game to watch. Texas A&M, who's 8th. That's a good game. McNeese State, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Auburn. Then you got Alabama. Well, no, it gets a little tough. You got Alabama, Texas, Tennessee, and you ended with Arkansas. So he can't afford to lose no more than 3 games. He can't afford to lose more than 3 games. And I'm looking at that schedule. I see a couple more losses. I see more losses than I see wins. I see more than 3 losses in that win. Because they're at Ole Miss. They play Texas at home. Alabama. Oh, so you know what though? Every other ranking they got Alabama's at home. Texas is at number 5 right now. They're at home, and you got Tennessee on the road. So that kind of evens itself out. But again, there was a conversation, and so now my thing is right here: how do the NFL stop coaches from talking to kids? They get drafted in the 5th, 4th, and later rounds, and say to them, "Yo, come on back and play football for me." So there's got to be some kind of a conversation between the NFL and the NCAA to say, "Yo, you got to stop this," because now that kid.
One thing, he wasn't drafted. I think he went on as an unrestricted free agent. Didn't he say he went to Philadelphia?
He went to Philadelphia, and they let me find out where it's at.
Yeah, but I don't think Philadelphia drafted it. I may be wrong on that one, but I think he went. He was like a walk on, or
he was. Right. It says Wright signed a 3-year deal for $3.1 million undrafted free agent contract with the Philadelphia Eagles with $500,000 guarantee, and listed the base salary of $885,000. So he's gonna be so he's gonna have to make more. He's gonna have to make more than $3.1 million to go back to college. So you're looking at $4 million, $5 million, $6 million. I don't know how much this kid's gonna make, but he's making $3 million. And it says so he wasn't necessarily walking away from $3.1 million in cash. Much of that contract future is non-guaranteed money. Okay, at LSU, his compensation could come primarily through NIL revenue sharing rather than NFL salary. Report says he has agreed to play with LSU 2026. The exact amount of money, right? LSU hasn't been publicly disclosed, so I wouldn't give you a fake number. But here's a decision that makes sense. NFL potential $885,000 LSU $2 to $4 million, which is all his money. He ain't got to share with no agent, right? With the money that he got from the NFL, he had to share that with the agent. So money wise, it makes sense. But let's look and see how let's look and see how the draft pans out for him, and let's keep an eye on this kid, man, to see how well he does with LSU. All right. Anything else, guys? We had a 2 hour limit. Okay.
Go Yankees.
Next week.
Yes.
Next week, Mo, you got.
Wait a minute. He just said go Yankees. Does he want to say why he said go Yankees? Because last week he was telling me. I know, but he said that the Yankees suck.
No, I didn't say the Yankees suck.
You said they couldn't hit behind the runner.
They make bad decisions. They don't suck. They just make bad decisions.
All teams do, you know.
Yeah, well, that's bad decisions.
They are within 3 games.
It's almost like you can't be a fan of your team and have an opinion that's just realistic.
No, everything he said about not hitting behind the runner was right.
Like the
everything
team
he said.
Jesus.
Everything he said after a point.
Thank you.
He was right to a point. But he gave me a hard time saying that they weren't going to win the division. And now they gained 2.5 games in a week.
Go ahead, Ray.
You could disagree and still like the team.
Yes,
I'll give you an example.
I said you were right with that.
Jaylen Brown to the Sixers doesn't mean he still doesn't like Boston.
You're not hearing me.
Wait a minute, Ray. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead, Mo. Say what you got to say.
I said
no. Wait a minute, Ray.
I said last week. You said they don't hit behind the runner. How did they score the runs last week? They hit behind the runner. But only one game they didn't do it was the game the Jazz was on second. That they should have done it, and they couldn't do it at the bottom of the lineup. Because they had the guys already in the lineup, and they didn't have anybody that could actually do it. Because they were playing for the two at home.
Okay, go ahead, Ray.
This doesn't mean I dislike the Yankees.
I never said you disliked the Yankees. You said they're not going to win the division. And I gave you reasons why.
We can't both talk at the same time.
All right, go ahead, Ray.
My point is this. Kevin likes Boston. They traded Jaylen Brown to the Sixers. That doesn't mean he doesn't like Boston. He just didn't like the decision that they made. You talked about 162 games. They moved the runner in one game, and you say, "Oh, they're going to win the championship." Right.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
One game. How many games did we win last week?
Well, they're trying to fix the clock now.
A broken clock. A broken clock is right even when it's not right. Twice a day.
It's a good clock.
All right, Mo. You got a rebuttal.
He ain't gonna listen anyway. So I'm not wasting my time.
I'm jumping
I never
in just
said he
because I want to put the X on the
did.
Yankees.
I never said he
Do
did.
what?
I never said he did. Never did.
No. But see, what happened was Rich said something about Rich said something about you always being a homer. That's what you didn't hear that part. Rich
was agreeing with him that because we were talking about Rich. About Rich not being a homer because he didn't like his team. They were both agreeing that you don't have to like the team and still disagree with what they do. I agree with that. I said they're gonna win the division. He told me I was crazy. They picked up 2.5 games in the week that I said that. And then he's gonna say, they hit behind brother in one game. So how many games did they win last week?
They're still they're not a good management team.
They were last
I don't care if they were. Listen, man. Even if they win, you can't deny the fact that they don't play well all the time.
What team does play well all the time?
So Ray, what he was saying though was that they're getting the bats back and they already have the pitching. That he's looking for them to go on a run right now. This is where he's saying they're going to go on a run, as far as the Yankees are concerned, because they're getting everybody back healthy. It said Judge is batting off of T or whatever the case may be, so they're waiting for him to get back. And and he was basically saying that the games they were losing were by one run mostly. And they didn't have any bats. That the pitching was doing really good. The pitching was holding them up. There's a bats that was holding them back. So now he's saying that they're getting the bats back, and they had the pitching. This is why he feels like they have a chance to win the division. Do you agree or disagree with that?
And here's my response to that. There's 162 games. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. Just because you get some players back, it's not a guarantee that you're going to win the championship or you're going to win the division. I still love the Yankees. I don't like some of the moves that they make. Look at Giancarlo Stanton. He tore up his leg again.
And
I'm not making this up.
I brought up a question about Stanton though. I was like, do you think that they will move on from Stanton after this year? Right.
They probably should.
I don't know why Mo is so confident when we are right on their heels. And we come see y'all for 4 games, and we know what happened the last time we played y'all them 4 games.
I
just got one response to that. I really don't think y'all should be so confident. You should be so confident that y'all going to win this division. When we choose just like y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
I still owe you that $1 too.
That's what we gonna do. Yeah, I need more.
So, looking at their schedule, it's in the Yankees' favor for real. I think that if you look at the schedule, if you go back and look at this, let me look at the schedule real quick again, because I think that who did I say that they what did I say?
Houston and the Red Sox this week. At home.
They got
7 home games.
For the month of September, they play Houston and Boston, who's playing for something. The Padres are really they're playing for something, but they're not really playing for anything because they're like -5 out of the wild card spot. Colorado's not playing for nothing. The Mets are not playing for anything. The Twins are not playing for anything. Mm-hmm. Arizona's not playing for anything. Then they play Tampa, right? And then they got Baltimore. So the schedule should be in their favor to win the majority of the games they have left.
Man, that is so cupcake.
That's what I'm saying. So there could be a run right there. That could be a run. To be honest with you, that could be a run.
So I need you to say that it's not, because the last time you said it was going to be 15 in a row.
Go ahead, Ray. What you gonna say? Ray, what you gonna say?
If that's the case, based upon all what you said, Kevin Dixon, we should stop playing games right now and give the division to the Yankees.
Well, the only reason why they said that, Ray, is because when Boston beat the Yankees 4 games in a row in New York, I said to Rich, I said, I'm looking at you guys' schedule. I said, you guys can make a run right here to All-Star break till you get to the Dodgers, and they even beat the Dodgers. So ever since I said that, they were winning games, and I kept telling, I said, Rich, I said, yo, they look like they're gonna make a run. So I'm saying the same thing about the Yankees. I think that there's a possibility that they could, because the Angels ain't playing for nothing. They fired the whole coaching staff. I don't even know who's the third baseman now. I think they got a player out there, third baseman. I think they got a player at first base. There's a player. They ain't got no management. They fired everybody. The Padres is just a mess right now, even though they're in second place, but they're not nowhere close to the wild card position. We know what's going on with the Mets. Minnesota handled by Arizona. Tampa, the only team, Tampa and Boston and Houston is the only 3 teams that stand in the way of the Yankees not probably winning the division. And if we go,
one thing, Kevin Dixon.
Go ahead, and we go. If we go look at Tampa's schedule. Let's look at Tampa. Go ahead, Ray. I'm looking at.
I'm going to be brief.
Like underwear. Okay.
When San Antonio played the Knicks.
Now we're talking about basketball.
Hold on. Just you. All you got to do is listen. Just listen.
Go ahead.
In the example, everybody said, hands down, the Spurs are going to win. They're a better team, whatever. You still got to play the game.
I'm not, Ray, I'm not disagreeing.
Hold on. Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. All you have to do is watch the game. All this guessing, that's what we're doing is guessing. I can say this. I can say Yankees aren't going to win. You can say Yankees are going to win. But because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I hate the team.
Right, I get that.
Wait a minute, Kev.
Who
said he hated the team?
Who said he hated the team?
That's what I want to know.
That's
why nobody said he hated the team.
Because nobody said he hated the team.
Well, I know Rich hates him.
I hate him too.
Yeah, we know y'all hate him.
Yeah, we know y'all
never said he hated the team. This is what I don't understand. Only thing he said was we need more black players. That's the only thing I disagree with.
That was what's the name?
That was him. That was him. That was your boy.
No, that was it was Ray, but I think it was the other guy. But that wasn't Ray that said he hated the team. That was the other caller that called in. That's a Dodger fan said that he said he hated the team.
Exactly. So I never said that. So he said that.
No, he didn't say you said it.
He was talking
It's
about
just that
me.
was
He
it.
was talking about me.
No. He wasn't talking about you. It was a conversation in general that we had last week, I think it was, when the conversation came up. That's what come. And the guy that's on the show, not even on the show, was one that came up and said that. Because he kept saying about blacks. And that's when I went back and looked at all the black stats.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I can get an apology for that.
Ray was the one that said we don't have enough blacks on the team.
But we're not saying that part of it. You're talking about the hate part. Nobody said that. But none of us on the show right now said that.
Exactly.
Nobody said that.
Exactly.
That was the other guys on the show that said he hated the Yankees because he's a Dodger fan. But real quick, looking at Tampa's looking at that was fire though. That was fire. Looking at Tampa's schedule, and actually I'm going to watch them play the Padres. When is that game? Wait a minute. I'll be down there when they play the Padres. I think Saturday. They play them, I think Saturday I'm going to that game because they don't have no basketball game down there. And of course I'm wearing my Dodger gear. But they got the Padres. They got the Knicks. I mean, they got the Knicks. They got the Mets. They got the Rangers. They got 3 games with Atlanta, Houston, Boston, New York, and Philly. That schedule is brutal. for Tampa. That's brutal. So I'm looking at the schedule. That's why, Ray. That's why, again, I know you said you got to play the game, but looking at the schedule, it's all in. It should be the Yankees' favor.
It's cupcake.
Yeah, it should be. No, that's not cupcake. Tampa got to play Philly.
The Yankees?
No. Tampa got to play. Tampa got to play Phillies, the Yankees, the Boston, Houston, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be
division winners.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough on them. They gotta play the best. They need to play their best ball right now, or they're gonna lose that division to the Yankees. Because Yankees' schedule is not that tough. Ray, I get what you're saying. You still gotta play the game.
Okay.
But then when I looked at Boston's schedule at the end of the All-Star break, I said to Rich, I said, yo, these guys can go on a little run. And they went on a long run. 22-4 run.
2-1.
And they swept my Dodgers, which I'm
15-0.
Which I'm pissed off about.
After the All-Star break.
I'm pissed off about. But it is what it is. And if you look at the wild card thing, this is going to be another like it was last year, down to the wire with the wild card. You got the Yankees. Yankees and Red Sox are pretty much locked, right? Yankees are +9. The Red Sox are +6. I don't know who. I don't know if nobody wants to watch. I don't know if nobody wants to play Red Sox right now because they're playing really good baseball. You got the Rangers. They're minus. They would be a minus. They got minus, but they don't have the number. But they got to win. What 11? Yeah, see, they got to win 11, so they're out of it. It's basically between the Yankees, the Red Sox, and who wins the division. So Yankees, Red Sox, the Red Sox, and the Rays all gonna get in basically, because Texas Rangers 65-66. The only way they get in is they win the division. Out in the National League, you got the Cubs who are +4, the Phillies are +4, then you got the Padres right there 71-60. So they're gonna have to play some meaningful baseball to get in, at least to get into a wild card. You got the Diamondbacks who are minus, they're +2, and the Marlins, believe it or not, the Marlins are +4. But in order for them to get the wild card, they need to win almost they gotta go like they gotta win almost 45% of their games in to get in, and stay at 64 losses. Because that's 8 games, that's 8 game difference. So it's pretty much a lock right now with 1 and 2 in both divisions. And Philly's playing great baseball right now as well. So it's going to be, the wild card is going to be real interesting going down the pipe, man. All right. Before we go, we got one more thing for everybody. Mo, the Pittsburgh Steelers can win the Super Bowl if this happens.
Aaron Rodgers stays healthy and throws for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. And get the number one seed. The number one seed.
Lou, the Jets can make the playoffs if this happens.
Jets going to get playoffs if they get a good running back and a good defense.
Okay. Dana, the Miami Dolphins can make the wild card team if this happens.
If all the AFC kids catch the coronavirus.
Rich, the San Francisco 49ers can win the division if this happens.
You stay healthy.
That's the key word, healthy. Ray, the New York Giants can make the playoffs if what happens.
Protect the quarterback.
Jeez. Curry, the Miami Dolphins can make the playoff if this happens.
Yes. If the NFL allows them to bring in as many players as they want and not have a salary cap or not have a limit on roster players, instead of 53, they could have, they could have college football like 90 players.
Oh, Lord,
I think they could probably make the playoffs.
Okay. The Rams can win a Super Bowl if Matthew Stafford stays healthy. The Cleveland Browns can make the playoffs if they had a quarterback.
Pigs fly.
I didn't want to say pigs fly because pigs don't fly. I'm not that insane. But they're gonna surprise. I'm telling you right now, Cleveland Browns are gonna surprise a couple teams this year. You watch. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for the 2 hours. Next week, Mo has Black History. We'll finish the list. You guys have your list ready for most records breaking for the NFL. And with that being said, guys, man, you guys have a good night. God bless. Be safe. Ray, I'll see you on Wednesday if I don't see you sooner.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Thank you for listening to the Just Us Sports Talk Show. You have been entertained in the sports world by K. Dix from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the small city with a large heart, Dana the Hater Clark from St. Petersburg, Florida, and Murray E. Baskerville from Gotta Be More Careful, Baltimore, Maryland. Remember, we throw stones and we do live in glass houses. Big time players make big time plays and big time games. Stay ready to be ready. You have been listening to an In the Zone Sports Talk Radio production. Remember, you can hear us again on star107fm.com on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to download the Try99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support.